Feedback. Feedback.
Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
Feedback. Feedback. Feedback.
Take us along with you. Happy Monday to all of you out there who are tuned in to Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. My name is Theo Broughton, co-founder of Hood Research, and my co-host.
Thabiti Mpinda, and we welcome you to the program.
And I want to thank all of you once again for tuning in. Let others know that we are on each Monday from 9 a.m. until 10:30. I want to say good morning to Vera and Sister Fedora, and to Carl, and to Ron, and to Philip and Derek, and somebody you want to say hello to.
Say shout out to sisters Clementine,
Yeah.
Sylvia, Sly Soul, Professor Griggs, and as you all can see, the numbers are at the bottom of the screen. And as I demonstrate, have your pen and paper ready so that you can write down information that may be valuable for you. But the first thing you want to write down is the phone numbers.
That's right. We always say it's either feast or famine here, and today it happens to be feast. And our first guest this morning is James Ford. I want to thank you for joining us this morning.
Thank you very much,
Mr. Ford.
Sister Broughton and
Yeah.
Thabiti.
Tell us a little bit about who is James Ford.
James Ford is pretty much, I've always said this, I'm a unifier. I like to unify people. I love my people and other people, and I just try to bring people together.
Mm-hmm. And at one time, I understand you were a coach at one of the high schools in Detroit.
Yeah, yes, I was coach at Henry Ford and Redford High School. But also, a lot of people don't know this, I was a professional baseball scout for 30 years. I worked for 6 different major league teams after I did what I did at Henry Ford.
Wow. So you're on another quest, though. Tell us about that.
Well, actually, I'm going to just mention the quest that I'm going to leave alone for a minute. I had been dealing with red lights and traffic racing down the street. But I'm not going to get away from that. I'm going to take a turn from that for the next month and a half. But now I'm getting ready to deal with the Obama weekend. And it's always the first weekend in August. This year it's going to be at Davos at 6559 Grand River at the Boulevard.
Now, could that be because President Barack Obama's birthday is August the 4th?
Well, yes, it's definitely because President Barack Obama's birthday is August the 4th. But I just want to mention something to our viewers, and this is true. I travel a lot. Most people know that. I've asked this question in 8 states and 23 different cities. Find me a better role model than Barack Obama. And I spoke to Republicans, people that live in the backwoods and everywhere else. And I said, I left my phone number, and I said, well, give me a call. My phone has not rang in 8 years. And I've asked that question. Find me a better role model than Barack Obama. And the only thing that people that do not want to make an answer that, they just say, he was a very good man, and they just keep on walking. They won't even answer the question. People don't like him.
You know, one of the things I'll just throw in real quick, when they were asking all of the presidents and former vice president, et cetera, about having papers that belong to the government, we noticed that Barack Obama's name wasn't included on that list. So you got Pence and Biden and Trump and God knows who else, but Obama's clean. So there's your role model.
Right. You know, that's interesting. But the other thing about the Obama weekend that people really don't, our focus is this right here. Our kids don't do this now. They don't think before they act. The Obama weekend is about dealing with children, bringing them together, and it's to remember that this man always thought before he acted, because had he not, he would have not did 8 years as president, because when the lady Jan Brewer in Arizona, the governor, pointed her finger in his face, that was a moment right there in history that should be marked. It was a dynamic, because had he retaliated or replied to that, or just made any negative suggestions toward that, he would have been looked on unfavorably. But everybody that didn't like him said, "This is the guy to run the country," because he did not retaliate. I couldn't have did it. I would have maybe bit a finger.
You know, it's interesting you bring up Jan Brewer, because I did a video myself that I call "Can't We All Get Along?" and I actually have a clip of Jan Brewer putting her finger in Obama's face.
That was a very trying moment.
I had to put it
his
there.
Presidency.
I had to put it in there for that reason.
Right. And the other thing about the Obama weekend is this right here. When you think about people trying to take away black history in, say, 19 states, they're trying to do it already, and it's going to escalate. Well, who is the first person they're going to take off the history list? They're going to remove the president, the black president. They'll paint him gray in the book.
Yeah, paint him gray. Oh, okay. We have a caller here.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us, please?
Go, Silverado.
All right. Happy Monday to you.
Happy Monday. Tabiti, did you get my messages?
Yes, I didn't get a chance to click on, but I did get them, Sister.
That's okay. I just wanted to make sure that we get that public announcement out for people to take advantage, because it's gonna. The events are tomorrow. I just chimed in, so I just heard a little bit of what the brother just was speaking about, the attack on our education. They have already did votes to give billionaires more money that would be taken away from special ed as well as libraries in our school system. So it's in your face politically every day how they want to keep one group of people dumbed down and prison pipeline to mentally ill and into prison cells. So we have to understand that the world that we live in, it appears to constantly have an attack on blacks, and with support and resources that they need to stay intact. Yeah. Thanks for taking my call. That's all.
Thank you for calling in. And
I'm sorry I can't watch y'all.
Okay, I got you. I'll check it.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Now, go ahead.
There's there's two shout-outs I want to give. There's one person in your staff, although your whole staff supports the Obama weekend, and I think all the other proactive groups in the city that are going to be there. But there's one person on your staff that did the Obama weekend a real favor. Vera McGee. I didn't have a place to have the Obama weekend because I had a reservation with a church, and they held me in hostage for 4 weeks. They told me I had it. I thought I had it. I was in Texas at the time, and then they called me back and said I didn't have it. Vera heard my request on the radio or somewhere, and she called me and said, "Why don't you try Davos at 6559 Grand River?" I called him, and he right away, open arms was there. Now, I'm saying, I don't know if Vera probably called him and told him that he was going to get a call. But anyway, I take my hat off for Vera McGee from Hood Research for getting us this 2023 Obama weekend. The other person is Janice Waters, who right after the pandemic, I was so depressed coming from Florida. I got back and I said, the Obama weekend is over. This pandemic is just... It's just too much. We had been down for 2 years. She said, "Don't ever let anything stop you." And that's Janice Waters, who's with the Obama Weekend Committee now. She's the spokesperson for my group. I just wanted to get those shout-outs.
Oh, wonderful, yeah. Well, Vera McGee is a lifetime member of Hood Research. She's one of our lifetime members. Talk about the activities at the weekend. I attended last year, and it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it very much.
Well, we hope to have as much fun this year. We're going to have vendors, and we're going to have food. We always have beverage. Dance, it's always karaoke, and I invite all the singers that go down to Burt's. If you want to stop by, you got the mic to just come in, and I'll stop everything and say you can do what you got to do because we know you have life. So we have all entertainment in Detroit that will come through there. Any guest speakers with a platform. Now I want to say if you got to have a platform, if you want to come by, people know. I always appoint somebody to give them the microphone. You with the city council, you with the police department, whatever you are. You can have the microphone. It's community togetherness. And I said we have karaoke. And the funniest thing that we always have is the auction. We have an auction, so you can start cleaning out your garage. You get some old skates that you got, and you can find some, even if you got some pricey gym shoes now, you can come sell them. So it's just a lot of fun. You might start out wanting $200 for your gym shoes, but you might only end up getting 20. So the auction is always fun. Another thing, we just tried to, I'm going to have kid vendors. I always, when I say kids, a lot of people don't like saying kids, but I can't get away from it. I got to say children. But we have children vendors, and I've talked to Valerie Lockhart of the Native Son. Her children are going to be some vendors there. And anybody else that has, if your son or daughter and they're little and they want to start off maybe being a vendor, I would appreciate you just giving me a call at 586-918-3061, 586-918-3061. They can be a vendor. And there's no charge for the children. Children come set up. There's no charge. And the other thing is if you're just a vendor and you want to come, it's 3 days for just $100. I would not raise that price. I've kind of had some people not understand, well, why is it like that? The Obama weekend would never charge more than $100 for the whole weekend as long as I'm dealing with it personally or in charge, because I want everybody to get a chance. Now, if you have a neighborhood service that you're doing something for the neighborhood, you want to pass some flyers like Tawana, who is part of the Hood Research, and other people that want to do things for the neighborhood, there is no price to bring a table there and pass out your literature. You got a tent, and we can get all of you under one roof. And I just noticed Maureen Taylor was on TV. If she wants to bring a tent or whatever and get something, I have a special area for the community. That's what the Obama weekend is about. The Obama weekend is not about you and it's about us, and it's about us getting together. And I will tell you, there will be people from other nationalities there. It's for everybody. The Obama weekend is not a black thing, and it's not a white thing, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Haitian, Jamaican, Cuban, or whatever. It's everybody thing.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's good. And there was a parade with the banners and the children, and do you plan to have the parade this year?
I will say this. I have 16 banners. I got Burt's Warehouse banner. I got Meatland Meats. I got Davis Drugs, a banner from Hood Research. I got all the Hot Sam's. But I cannot find any people that want to have the children carry the banner. So if you're part of a church group or ethnic organization or whatever, and you got 30 minutes for your kids, I will have those children carry the banners, and that will be great. But the banners will be posted outside of the site. So, but I want everybody to understand that the Children's Parade is not as glamorous as you would want it to be, because it's funny, because I have children of all age groups. Some kids might come and lose their shoe. They might want their dog in the parade. Somebody might get separated from their cousin. So the parade is more hilarious than it is something that's a thing of beauty. So that's the Obama parade.
I got you. That is funny. Now, if someone wants to be a vendor, Where would they call?
If someone wants to be a vendor, actually, they can go to my website, Obama Day August 4th. That's the number 4th.com.
Okay, give that again.
Obama Day August, the whole word August, 4th.com. And they can be a vendor, or they can call. Everybody does not deal with computers.
Right.
586-918-3061. 586-918-3061. And you can be a vendor. Now, you cannot sell anything that has marijuana or any alcohol beverages. I have to throw that in because we represent the President of the United States, and I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression. So everything has to be up and up. And I will say this. You can look back at the Kentucky Derby for years. It has been what you might call an event that maintained its dignity for years. I happened to just be passing through and went to the Kentucky Derby. So, and it was nice. People they were dressed, they were proper, and they were doing what they had to do. So that's where I want the Obama weekend. I would say I want you to understand, when you come to the Obama Weekend Festival, which I am going to try to take it nationally, I'm going to leave the people in Detroit, they're going to have to do it by themselves, but I'm taking it to other cities. Please, this is a thing of dignity. The people that the people that might want to do something that's not nice, I hope they don't show up. I just put it that way. It's a nice affair. We want it to be a dignified event forever.
Yeah, and it has been all the years that you have organized it, and I don't expect it to be any different this year.
Right.
And it's the first weekend in August.
Right.
And President Barack Obama's birthday is August the 4th. So it's only logical that you would have this the first weekend
Right. It's always
in
the
August.
first weekend in
and
August.
it'll be 3 days.
Yes, 3 days.
Okay.
It's from 1 to 6 p.m. Each day. That's August 4, 5, 6. It's right at 6559 Grand River at the Boulevard. It's the place over there that has a lot of glass. And it should be just a nice event. Now, the other thing about the Obama weekend, and I'll say this, and I'll say it again, this is not about the Obama Weekend Committee, which is myself and maybe 6 other people. If you have something that you want to bring to the table, and I'll say this emphatically right now, if you have something that you want to bring to the table that you think should be there, like a voting booth, we need that. Whatever you think that needs to be there, if you need to bring anything, don't sit back and say, oh, they didn't have this. You got a chance now to call me at 586-918-3061 to put your input into it. And then the other thing is, everybody kind of cried when they lost the state fair. Let's have our own. Let's do what we do together. So that's basically it. Okay,
Oh, wow. Now, do the children get a notice at their church or someplace that they can participate? Because basically school is out now.
Well, school is out, but I would hope
Right.
every pastor, every person that's in charge of children, you have a nursery, understand my quest. You can participate in this and put your input in it. If you come there like our funds are limited, I'm a straightforward person. People know me for that. If there's something that you want there, or you think that you have some finances that you want there, don't go around and say, well, they should have had this. Nope, you can bring it as long as it's safe, as long as it's constructive, and long as it's for the kids. This is about building what maybe you want, and it'll get bigger and better. So that is basically what the Obama weekend is about.
I got you. Okay.
And, I think it's a great idea to bring the children in for the vendoring as well. Yeah, because that will encourage them to be more entrepreneur, business, ready to ownership and control.
Right.
There was one other thing that I wanted to mention is that if you know somebody that, like last year we had an airline steward, we had the person from the Navy come and speak, and I had a drone flyer and Miss Juneteenth. If you know anybody that's doing anything, like there's a lady that she's a dentist, and she's not a dentist, but she's the person that cleans the teeth in the dentist's office. I want to maybe even bring her in and tell the children in a little confines what she does, because it's interesting. That's what our children need, and so basically that's it. I open this up to anybody that has constructive ideas, and that's what it's about.
And that's great. You know, it reminds me of the day that children can go to work with their parent. But being exposed to different areas, different cultural events, different business events, gives them an opportunity to think and perhaps decide that that's the direction they'd like to go in.
I just want to add one last thing to this. I always use this, and I say this to people: children emulate who you celebrate.
Right.
You celebrate somebody that's a negative person, somebody that's not doing well. That's who that child is going to emulate. So if you emulate Barack Obama. I'm not saying he did everything that I loved, and I want people to understand that, because all presidents and everybody couldn't please everybody, and he definitely couldn't. But the Obama weekend is about the next Barack Obama. It's not about Barack Obama. As I said, the next Barack Obama may be, or the person may be a female. It may be a Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Asian. It could be a woman. It could be anybody, Hispanic. So we are looking for the next positive person to lead this country or get in a leadership position, even at city council. They might be on the city council, police commission. They may end up being the mayor of Detroit. We're looking for children and tell them that they need to be in leadership positions. So it's not about Barack Obama. It's about the next one.
Gotcha. We got a call.
You can call back, caller. The line is open for you. They hung up a little bit too soon. But, I like the idea of the children being involved, because we never really expose them to finances, for one. You can't just send them to the store with some money and they don't know how to count or know how to deal with things. Right. And then to be able to, because they're in society, and in society you have to or need to socialize. You need to know how to interact, and the sooner we're able to get them accustomed to that, the more comfortable they'll be with it. So I think it's an excellent idea, and it also helps in terms of letting them know, because a lot of times, as you say, emulate, we have been given just a limited number of people to emulate, which is generally actors, sports celebrities, singers, rappers, and those kind of things. And we're bombarded with those type of images. So if we don't offer them alternative images, then all they'll do is aspire to be something where and honestly, I think they say in professional sports, there's probably, if you put all the people who are in professional sports, there's only 3,000 jobs there. And we're looking at a country with over 300 million people. So 3,000 jobs, that's not a good career path, I would say.
Right. And talking about the children, I want to take my hat off to Bert Daring, who I had the Obama weekend at his venue for 2 years. He gave us everything we wanted and all that. But the only thing we couldn't have the children there. And that was why I decided to move. So actually Bert Daring and Bert, everybody in the city should take their hat off to him, because he started the Obama weekend. First time I mentioned, he said, come on in, do whatever you got to do. And he gave us 3 days. But I just couldn't bring the children down there. Right. And I take my hat off to him, and everybody in the city should pat him on the back for that, because he let us start it.
Wow. Well, I would like you to give contact information. This time went by really fast.
Right.
Yeah.
My contact information is I'm James Ford. It's 586-918-3061. 586-918-3061.
Okay.
Oh, and you can go to my website, which the flyer is on. It should be on there by tomorrow night. Obama Day August, the number 4th.com. You can go there, and the Obama weekend is August 4, 5, 6. It's always the first weekend in August. It's going to be at 6559 Grand River at the Boulevard. And we should be having a great time. And I just want to thank you for letting me come on your show and to talk about it. And again, if you see Vera McGee, pat Vera McGee on the back and tell her when I write my book, she's going to be the savior of the Obama weekend. Thank you very much, Theo.
All right. And we are about to go to the break. And grab your orange juice, your milk, your coffee, and call somebody, tell them to tune in as well. And we'll be back momentarily.
It's time to do something more. Join the Detroit Police Department, either straight out of high school or make a bold career change. Officers start at $40,000, plus health insurance, paid vacation, retirement plans, and more. Apply online at joindetroitblue.org.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Hold on a few seconds. There gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn. Ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome my first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Wallman here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be. And it keeps me safe from the
chew
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit Ombudsman.
Feedback.
Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV, watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you.
Feedback.
And we are back. I hope you had an opportunity to call a friend, a coworker, to tell them to tune in to Feedback. Our next guest this morning is Claude Ross. And I want you to tell us, and thank you for being here with us this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, tell all of our viewers and us, who is Claude Ross?
Well, basically, Claude Ross, I'm just an average guy, producer, as well as a promoter, and my main goal is to promote others. We have I am co-founder of the NIDA Award Show, and we recognize individuals, stars, to people that are behind the stars, because we have a program called Stars Behind the Stars. It's a television series that we're going to be approaching very soon. And it's about, how individuals that are like Beyonce, for example, who is behind her, the engineers, the pioneers, even the individuals like yourself. You're the person that put the individuals out there. And like most people look at the skyscraper, right? And they don't pay attention to the base, which is the foundation. You take the foundation away, everything crumbles. The skyscraper you can redo all the time, but the base you can't stop.
Oh, that's an excellent way of looking at things. And I noticed that sometimes at the end of movies, in particular, on the credits, which are running at the end, a lot of people don't stay to watch that.
Yes,
they figure, well, I won't know who it is or something. So that's when they make their exit. But it's always good to check out the credits at the end of the movie or whatever program has them at the end, so that you begin to see who is involved and who is producing the programs that we're having.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, do you have something in particular that's going to happen soon?
August the 26th, Saturday at 7 p.m., we're going to have the second annual NIDA Award Show. Also, we're introducing the Clarence Haddon category. I'm sure you're familiar with Dietrich Haddon. Okay, his father is Clarence Haddon. We're introducing the Clarence Haddon Award, also the Zert Award. And these are for humanitarians and spiritual individuals and people who are most outstanding in their fields, whether just like the gentleman you had on earlier, the Obama gentleman. People like him we highlight into the Clarence Haddon Awards.
I see. The date once again for the Clarence Haddon Awards.
Clarence Haddon, that is the High Praise Cathedral Church. It's right there at Schoolcraft in Wyoming. I am a member there as well. I wanted to shout out to James May, who is receiving a spiritual award. Pastor David Haddon has taken over for Clarence Haddon, which is Dietrich Haddon's brother.
Okay.
And we're doing a lot with the community. Prophetess Haddon, we all are trying to take the children and put them in other places, as well as bring people closer to God.
I see. That is a very admirable mission that you're on, and the opportunity for people to come and participate with you. Is there the program? Outline that for us.
Okay, the NIDA Awards. Okay, this is the second annual. The first one we had at Wednesday, which was the music hall. We had individuals like Brenda Wilson, which she has a book out. Then we have Thelma Stubbs. Yeah, we even had Bunny DeBarge from the DeBarge family. We gave a Legacy Award to Aretha Franklin, but I did want to shout out to another Legacy Award, which would be Bernard Mendelsohn, which is Bernie Mendelsohn of Westbound Records. We recognize my brother, who is Leroy Emanuel. He's played with Dionne Warwick all the way down to Stevie Wonder. He put together things with he was a writer on Jay-Z's Blueprint. That's my brother, Leroy Emanuel. He and I have a different last name. He's also on Marvin Gaye's Final 24, and in fact, he recorded with Marvin Gaye. And this is, I have a showbiz family. And that's basically what the award show is about. And I have a friend, Ricky Rouse, is more like family. He's played behind Tupac, and all these individuals are a part of the award show. They received the Icon Award. Joe Pep Harris from Undisputed Truth. He received Nita's Mentor Award. Now, to speak to you about Nita, her legal name was Anita Johnson. Okay, she passed 2 years ago, right before the award show, and she worked with Fred Hammond. She came up in Mumford High School. CeCe Winans. Also, she was with Donald Belton Corliers, and she was with Parliament Funkadelic, George Clinton. And she was humanitarian. That's what the Nita Awards is about. She was a giving person. She always backed up the other individuals.
Okay, I see. Wow. There was another question I was about to.
Well, I just want to interject quickly. I'm impressed with the resume of those people, particularly the people that they work with, because I'm a, let's say, fledgling musician. So when you mention Marvin, when you mention Tupac and some of these other individuals, I just kind of light up behind that, because even though I'm fledgling, as a hobby, let's say, more or less, I've always been impressed with, let's say, the effect that entertainers have, and to be able to hear like how people are working in the background, because that's something we emphasize on this show a lot. Where students, we had a guy, Tunnel Vision Sports, and for people who couldn't get into sports, what we tried to emphasize is that there's so many other positions, camera people, and like Theo was mentioning, the credits that are rolling. There's so many other opportunities that people don't see because they just see what's in front of them or what's presented to them. So I like the fact that when you mention the background of these people, you're going to bring a whole lot more people in just because we're all familiar with them. I mean, and that's a beautiful thing, because they're good role models and images as well.
Right, because Richard Welch, he's another late person. He was with Dietrich Furs and Silver Fox Furs. He had helped a lot of individuals in the sports arena, and in fact, me. Also models and that sort of thing. He sold furs and so forth, but he always helped the community, and he's going to receive a Legacy Award. That's basically the people that needs to shine the most are the most outstanding individuals. It doesn't matter what you do, who you are. If you are taking care of and helping other individuals, we want to highlight you.
And I want to encourage everyone, if you haven't got your pen and paper together, get it together, because we've had James Ford on, and we're going to repeat his information, but we've also have Brother Ross here. And you don't want to trust your memory, because this is August, I believe, 26th?
August the 26th at the Marygrove College Auditorium, and one of our promoters is Big West up in Entertainment.
So I say that because sometimes we'll try to trust our memory, and I know people. I don't know if people still put calendars on their wall. I do, but sometimes if you got a calendar on your wall and you mark event such and such day and time, when you look at your calendar, it's automatically there. I know some people put it in their phone, but how often do we run to our phones and review something? So I'm encouraging you to have this, make this information available to yourself, so when you do look at it, as you can see the pictures on the screen now, which gives the detailed information, make sure that you record that, because you're going to need it when the time comes. And I can already say just ahead of time you're going to enjoy yourself.
Right. Contact information I want you to share.
Okay, you can reach me at 313-742-6146. And my website is T as in Tom, V as in Victory, C as in Charles, tvcstars.com.
Okay, would you give those again, please?
No, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Repeat that.
Okay, that's Claude Ross at 313-742-6146. And website is tvcstars.com. That's T as in Tom, V as in Victory, C as in Charles, stars.com.
Okay. That is that promises to be a very exciting program. It really does to think about the fact that you have created a program to appreciate and to showcase many of the people who are in the background.
Yes, ma'am.
I think that's a great idea.
One of the things that I like to add as well is that people don't understand that without a production staff, without people who are doing these kind of things, the other people who are the stars, those who are under the spotlights, would never get their time to shine because I guess you could have a general, but if the general don't have an army, then he can't win the war. He's just there by himself. Amen. So it's very important, and I would say critical to have them. And I'm a retired electrician, and a lot of times I'll look at the credits, and I know that they call them gaffers, and there's another term that they use too. I forgot the other term. Grip, yeah. These are electricians who work behind them because keep in mind, you got camera people, you got the people who got to supply the power, you got people who work in the service industry in terms of, because they have I guess refreshments, those kind of things. I put it in those terms, but they have all of these things that are there. And if you look at the credits, man, sometimes when I look, I'll be honest with you, I see so many names on there. I'm like, wow, production, assistant to the producer and this and that. And so, and people who want to be around that environment, I'll add that as well. Maybe you can't be the star. You won't be like in the Dion or the Stevie Wonder thing, but they could not shine without the people who are there. So I want to emphasize it because those are many opportunities that we as people have an opportunity to fill those roles. And people like Tyler Perry and I believe Shonda Rhimes as well as Ava DuVernay, they make it a point to hire people who look like us to do those things because we deserve that as well. We shouldn't just be the ones that's in front, but we don't help bring the village along. So I think it's a wonderful thing, and I just want to emphasize that again. And I think this award show will highlight that as well because we don't share the information enough to know what's available to us. So again, we have a limited, it's like we got tunnel vision. Or blinders, we can only see what's in front of us, but we don't understand all the support staff behind. So I think it's excellent, brother. And I'm glad that this is your second annual, which means we're going to have a third, fourth, and fifth as well.
Right. I can't go without mentioning the person that I think is most important to you, and that's Mr. R.J. Watkins.
Yes.
He is receiving an award at the NEDA Awards. Okay. His friend, Nat Morris, I have to mention, Joe Spencer. I have to mention these individuals. They're great. I used to be a scene dancer. I worked with Fast Freddy. I used to be a model. So I come a long way. And the first time I ever got on television, I have to give thanks to Nat Morris and R.J. Watkins because they interviewed me back in my Ross and Company and Rizik model days.
Oh, wow.
So I come from a long way, and I just want to say it's an honor to be a part of being on the show of WHPR, and all the work that you guys are doing. I think is beautiful.
Oh, thank you very much. I agree with you that there's not enough attention or accolades or thank yous being paid to those who are behind the scenes, and particularly R.J. Watkins, the owner and president of this station, and it's to let them know that you appreciate, what is being done here, what is available, and how it's available to the community in particular. And there are not a lot of people who care enough to just spend their time working and trying to develop and make it better, Yeah. So now the location of the event again, please.
Okay, that will be Mary Grove College, which is 6 Mile area near Wyoming. That's the Mary Grove College Auditorium, and that's at 7 p.m., which is August the 26th. The second annual NETA Awards, Most Outstanding Awards, Clarence Haddon, new category, and the Zert High, new category.
Oh, wonderful. Now, is there something for participants to do? Do they just come and pay at the door? Do they go online? Do they call somebody?
Okay. I do have a Cash App, which is $TVC net, which is NET, $TVC net, NET. Also, they can pay at the door, or they can call us at 313-742-6146. Or you can go to HPC, which is High Praise Cathedral. Also, I'm going to leave some things here at WHPR, if you guys don't mind.
No, we don't mind at all. And this program is an annual or biannual or
it's
what?
Annual.
An annual program. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So for those of you who are going, put that on your calendar. And for those of you who are thinking about it, but they may not, circle your calendar anyway to make you more aware of some wonderful things that are happening in our community. And this program seems to be a very satisfying and fulfilling.
I want to digress for a moment because we still have Sylvia on the line. Sylvia, you still there? Hello, Sylvia? Okay, she gave us some information that we want to share because it happens tomorrow. It's a contract fair. It's going to be Tuesday from 3 to 5, that's p.m., at the Union for Millwright Skill Training Center, which is located at 11687 Detroit 48204 American Avenue. You can pre-register free. It's an opportunity to network as well. But it's important because we're trying to get people in skilled trades as well. I'm a retired skilled tradesman, and a lot of people are not really familiar with how many opportunities are there. And I've even heard, although this is the millwrights and carpenters, I've also heard that there's a shortage of auto mechanics. And it seems the youth just don't have it in their mind, or maybe it's not presented to them to get their hands a little dirty. But as somebody told me before I got in skilled trades, with all the money you can make, you can buy plenty of soap. So don't let dealing with skilled trades be a discouragement because you see people in coveralls and boots and things. You can make well over $100,000 in the skilled trade. So again, the contract fair is Tuesday from 3 to 5 at the Union for Millwright Skilled Training Center at 11687 American Avenue. You can pre-register free. It's an opportunity to network as well. So I hope that you'll all take advantage of that. And let's get our youth doing something positive. You know, everybody's not, as I said earlier when we were speaking with Mr. Ross, everybody's not going to be in front of the camera. So let's get some of those people who make everything. And one of the things that you said, brother, I really like is that, you know, you can't change the base. We can deal with the other part of the structure, but the base or the foundation is always there. So the people who work in the skilled trades or behind the scenes in entertainment and other venues, without them, the other people don't have no light on them, no spotlight at all. So let's do that because we want to give them a positive path, and it helps build self-esteem, which is another reason why I encourage people to come to this event, because the things that you didn't know will really blow your mind, I would say. And again, when you mentioned Deion, Stevie, Tupac, and some of those people right there, whatever age group you're in, we covered a lot of generations. We mentioned those names. So let your children, because you can be around an atmosphere without being the primary person, but just being in an atmosphere gives energy, self-esteem. You can say, I was a part of that, as you said with George Clinton and some of the writing credits.
Yes.
You know, man, like I say, I'm in entertainment, but just in my own individual way, but that right there just, I got to be there.
Okay, all right. Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes, several record companies going to be there. KS Film, they're coming. It's a whole lot of people coming from out of state, and and we're looking to highlight and help other individuals. Hot Radio, T. Pablo. I mean, we got so many people coming, and I can't go without saying Bank on Bankston. He's the president of the NIDA Awards, and also Jason Johnson, who is the son of NIDA, and a whole lot of people. I mean, so many people involved, and we just want to highlight. I just want to highlight the world if I could. If you're doing something positive, I want to highlight you.
And when you mention Westbound Records, too, because I've got some old 45s, Westbound Records. So I go back to that time, I'm a boomer, so I cover a lot of ground, and wherever entertainment was, I was also, in the books, whether it's Right On Magazine, any of these publications that highlighted and mentioned these people. I was in it because one of the things I found interesting is that when you see the background of some of the people, that's part of the inspiration. Where did they come from, and how did they get where they're at now? And just following that biography, for me, has always been critical, because wanting to be a part of that, even in a marginal way, just to be able to see that, like we speak about I'll just give a quick example, the singer Kim. We know his background where he had substance abuse issues, but look at him now. We look at Tyler Perry, sleeping in his vehicle for a while, and there's so many other stories like that. I don't want to really call them in that old phrase, rags to riches, but what it was is that their determination to succeed outshine whatever the current situation they were in. And I think this award show will definitely highlight that. Yes. And that's one reason I got to be there, because the more you know, the better, the more you can grow.
You make me want to say more, because my brother was the Fabulous Counts. They were on the Westbound Records. Leroy Emanuel, I can't say enough about him. Bernie Mendelsohn, he took me under his wings and taught me the business. And I can't, you can't go without saying Motown. But Johnny Mae Matthews, she was my, I'm doing the docuseries on her. So shout out to Kaya. She's going to receive an award. Johnny Mae Matthews taught me the business. I was a PR person for her. We've appeared. That's how I dealt with RJ and the New Dance Show and the scene. We appeared several times. I can't go without saying these are individuals that may not be in this award show, but I have to say something to Curtis Gatson. I worked the Saturday Night Music Machine, Mr. Jim White, James Abston. I mean, there's so many great individuals, and you seem to got a spark there.
Yeah, when you said Johnny Mae Matthews, my cousin, he goes by the name Money Stone, but they were the ADC band.
Oh, well, then you are family, because Money Stone is just like my family to me.
Yeah, he's in Vegas now. He performs there, but yeah, he's
hopefully he'll be here with Kaya, because they're receiving an award.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to holler at Money Stone. I think they were called the Black Nasty, and they became
Black
the
Nasty,
ADC band.
Yep. And then the ADC band turned into Kaya. And I was, she came out with a song called Mr. Scandalous. I'm Mr. Scandalous. Wow. And that was, you bringing back memories.
We got a couple of callers. Hello, caller, you're on the air. Would you share your name and how you're viewing us?
Is it me?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was calling back to make sure that you had the website. It's called districtdetroit.com/contractors. districtdetroit.com contractors. You can go there and register for the contractors event tomorrow from 3 to 5. Also, I wanted to make sure that I have Mr. Claude's phone number is 742-6146.
Correct.
Okay, and it's tvcstars.com so that I can look up other information, the rest of the information that you spoke on.
Yes.
Oh, great. Because I do have some young folks that are talented and they're doing their thing on stages and promoting entertainment, and they do positive venues as well, and I would love to make sure that they're there.
Right. I don't want to go without saying something about John Boyd, also, the Rock Nation.
Yes, he's been working with my son.
Yes. Okay. He's receiving an award as well. There's going to be a lot of record company people there. It's going to be great.
He is so crazy about Mr. Boyd.
Yes. He's exceptional.
Yes.
So circle that on your calendar. You got your calendar right?
I got my calendar book. I got my book. And that's August the 26th, Mary Grove, in the auditorium. What are the hours?
7 p.m. The show will actually start.
Okay. So we'll get there at 6.
Doors open at?
Doors should open about maybe 6:30.
Okay. Yes. Wonderful. Great news. And it's a good way for people to network and interact and just find out all this great talent that we have among us.
Right.
All right. Okay.
Thank you so
the date
much.
is the date once again.
Okay, that's
the
August the 26th,
And it's
7 p.m., Saturday,
7
7 p.m. at Mary Grove College. The second annual NEDA Awards, highlighting the new categories, the Clarence Haddon Award and the Zert High Award, Humanitarian.
All right. And I want to thank you, Claude Ross, for joining us this morning to share such wonderful information. And we all look forward to participating in that. It's time to take a pause for the pause, as they say. And I want you to stay tuned, and Hood Research will be back momentarily.
This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit ombudsman. I am here to address all of your complaints and concerns. If you need assistance regarding city services, please contact my office at 313-224-6000 or contact us via email at ombudsman@detroitmi.gov. This is Bruce Simpson, your City of Detroit ombudsman.
It's the These Nuts Show with your host, Butter and friends. Butter here, magician escape artist, practicing for my show tonight. Come on in, have a seat.
All right, everybody settle. Butter, you're on in 5, 4, 3, 2.
In a few seconds, there gotta be enough to get out of this one. Twist a little turn, ta-da! It's showtime. It's your old friend Butter here. I may be a nut, but I know to wear my mask. Please welcome our first guest tonight, fitness guru, Wally Wallman.
Wally Woodland here to tell you to wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds so you will stay healthy and strong like me.
Almond Cruz here, sliding in with the news. Distance is what we must do to stay away from the chew and other germs in the air that might be trying to get on you. Social distancing is a wonderful way to see friends. As long as you're 6 feet apart, you win.
Hey there, friends. I wouldn't miss this for the world. It's me, Pumpkin Spice, your healthy girl. Remember, it's important to use your kind hearts and follow the signs to stay healthy and safe at all times.
Chica Chiminsky here to say, don't forget the little ones that need you to lead the way. That's how we remember to wash our hands, mask, and social distance today.
Morgan Raisin. Yes, it's me, here to sing about health and safety. We are all here to help get a message out to your grapevine, teaching healthy choices to stay safe all the time.
Don't let these guys drive you nuts. Put your mask on first. They'll let you be.
And it keeps me safe from the
Jim!
that's trying to get on me.
Butter me up. She's right, you know. Thank you, Hallie Cranberry, for joining the show. Let's all be nuts about our health. Social distancing, wash your hands frequently, use hand sanitizer, and wear a mask. Practice what we learned to stay away from the germs. We're all in this together. Coming soon, the many adventures of these nuts in a theater near you.
It's time to do something more. Join the Detroit Police Department, either straight out of high school or make a bold career change. Officers start at $40,000, plus health insurance, paid vacation, retirement plans, and more. Apply online at joindetroitblue.org.
You're watching WHPS, Highland Park, Detroit.
WGPR Detroit, HD2.
Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton,
And I am Thabiti Mpinda,
inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback.
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
and take us along with you. Feedback. With our next guest, who is Rachel Mitchell at the BD.
Yes, I'll introduce Miss Rachel Mitchell. Excuse me, that's almost like a tongue twister to you. She is the owner and CEO of Frederick Streams House, a historic boutique inn. She's builder and designer of Rachel's Homes and Garden, LLC. Also, Rachel Home and Garden led the renovation and the restoration of Frederick Stearns House Historic Inn. Our guest is from Troy, Michigan, and she is a mother of 5.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Thank you to you for giving me the opportunity to be here.
You are certainly welcome, and we are happy for you to be with us this morning. And we do have some pictures so that those who are tuned in can see the beautiful home that you are restoring. And tell us a little bit about Rachel Mitchell. How did you get involved in this, and who is Rachel Mitchell?
Yeah, I'm from Troy, Michigan, and I'm a mother of 5. And 5 years ago, I took some ballroom dance lessons, and I just fell in love with ballroom dance lesson. And then I started looking for a place to, set up my own studio. So because of my background, a traveling background, and my husband and I started looking for a property in Detroit. Now we came across Frederick Stearns House, and 5 years ago, Frederick Stearns House was broken. It was run-down building. So even with all the brokenness, we could still see the beauty of this building. And it's beautiful architecture, and it was the largest mansion in Indian Village, West Village area. And the building was built for Frederick K. Stearns, who had a pharmaceutical company on East Jefferson Avenue. And it was built in 1902.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, that is something.
And our viewers, you can witness the pictures as we carry on our discussion. And I can just say I'm extremely impressed, especially because I have a construction background. So, I automatically gravitate to that. And I see the restoration project is overwhelming. And we do have a caller.
Oh, go ahead.
Hello, caller. You're on the air. Would you share your name and how are you viewing us, please?
Oh, yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
My name is Susan Stearns Celia. I'm calling from Saratoga Springs, New York.
Oh.
And I am a third generation of Frederick Stearns.
Yes.
And we had the pleasure of having a small family reunion of Stearns members last month in May at the home. And my husband's a professional engineer, and the other gentleman was head of a large construction company most of his life. And the restoration that Rachel and her husband have done to the home is so impressive. It is the most impressive. No detail was left unattended, including her gardens around the home. They're just stunning, absolutely stunning.
Wow.
And we are all so grateful. We are also grateful for her efforts in seeing through this project. We can't thank her enough.
Wow. And you said last month you had a family reunion there.
Yes, we did.
That's wonderful. All right. Now,
We did.
the home is available for regular family reunions, or is because you are a relative?
Well, that would be up to Rachel to answer, but I could say I'm sure she'd be welcome to many family reunions.
I just thought I would ask.
Frederick
Yes.
Stern House right now is a historic boutique bed and breakfast facility. It's also an event facility. We host birthday parties, bridal shower, smaller wedding, family reunion, any kind of private celebration, and we even have a ballroom. The original family music room now is converted to a ballroom, and we offer private ballroom dance lessons. And, events and banquet. And we have a pub. So actually, we are working with the Detroit Jazz Station, host bi-monthly jazz night. It's going to be on Thursday night.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I love jazz.
Yes, yes.
And we are also currently working with Motown alumni and do some music seminars in the pub.
Oh, wow. And will some of the alumni of Motown be coming from time to time to the facility?
Yes.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, okay. Now, tell us about the jazz night. It's every other Thursday, you say?
Yeah, every other Thursday, and the first one going to be on June 29th. Yeah, and the next, this coming Tuesday, we have the first music shop at the Stearns House with the Motown alumni. We are promoting Detroit-styled music. And our local jazz jazz team, and also any kind of original art will be good for the Stearns family.
Oh, wow.
And the Stearns family has a long tradition of supporting music and art. The family donated a large amount of artwork to DIA, and they were the founding member of DIA and also founding member of Detroit Symphony Orchestra.
Oh, wow.
And the Stearns music collection right now in University of Michigan was world renowned.
So now this coming Tuesday, it is at what time?
I think the time, please check with the Detroit Motown alumni. Yeah, I think the time is in the evening.
Oh, okay. So is that a private session this coming Tuesday?
Yes.
I see. Okay. All right. Now for the jazz event every other Thursday.
Yeah.
Is there an admission fee for that?
Yeah, there's an admission fee about $20 to $25.
Okay.
Yeah, the details can please check out with the Detroit Jazz Station for the schedule and the ticket sales.
Okay.
Detroit Jazz Station. Now, is that something that we can Google? Detroit Jazz Station?
Yes, this is the oldest jazz station.
Oh,
okay. Also, I was going to ask the address of the Stearns House.
Stearns House located at 8109 East Jefferson Avenue. In front of Indian Village and West Village. It's only 8-9 minutes from downtown Detroit, 10 minutes from Grosse Pointe, and a walking distance to the Riverfront Walk, and about a mile away from By Isle. It's a perfect location.
Is there a website by any chance or a phone number as well?
You can reach us at www.frederickstearns.com or at 313-942-7919.
Okay, you're gonna have to do it again a little slower.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
313.
Okay.
942
942
7919.
7919, and it was www.frederickstearns.com. Okay. Okay. Thanks.
Frederick Stearns House was built for Frederick K. Stern, and the architect was very famous. His name was William B. Stratton, and he was the husband of Mary Chase Stratton, who founded Puabic.
Wow, on Jefferson, yes.
Yeah. So we hosted many parties, like private parties, also corporate events, Christmas parties, and Puabic, one of the, they brought their big Christmas party to the house. Very supportive, and a lot of guests actually stay at the inn. Also, regular visitors to Puabic and DIA and the Detroit Symphony Orchestra. Yeah.
Wow. Now, with the
before I hang up, I just would like to say everyone should go to the Stearns House and visit. It's so fabulous. It's so worth the trip.
All right. Well, thank you so much for that.
When they mentioned jazz nights, they had me. Honestly.
Absolutely. I'll be looking forward to that as well.
It's a perfect setting. Perfect. The music hall is amazing as well. Perfect music venue, really.
Oh, wow. Now, the accommodation for persons, what is the, what's the word? The number of people. There's a word for that. The number of people. Capacity, we'll use that.
So we have 9 bedrooms to rent out, and all of them are king-size bed, and the whole house furnished with antique furniture, oil painting, and antique light features. So the Stearns House has been transformed into a living museum. It's if you like art, history, even carpets, antiques, you got it all. It's not just a lodging facility. Wow. The whole thing is an art piece.
And 9 bedrooms. Wow. Now, as far as the bed and breakfast you mentioned?
Yeah, we have a house chef, and he will make breakfast every morning, either buffet style or a la carte. It's included in the room rate. We do have 2 rates, and the weekend rates and the weekly rates. So please go online, check our rate, and at your request, I will give a personal tour about the restoration process and the history of the Stearns House. And what is amazing about this Frederick Stearns House is the history of Stearns family, also the history of Detroit. And the Stearns family set up the pharmaceutical company called Frederick Stearns and the Company in 1855.
Wow.
That's a very long time ago. It was before the auto industry came into place. So the Stearns family was renowned and, very reputable family. They has done so much good and given so much to the community. They helped, founded the DIA and the DSO and Frederick K. Stern, he was the owner of the Detroit Wolverine baseball team, and they went on to win the World Series in 1887.
Wow.
Yeah, a very remarkable family. And now I would like to continue the Stearns legacy, support art and music and the sport, and by opening up Stearns House as a bed and breakfast, we really open the door to the world. Let the world come to Detroit and stay with us, see what Detroit has, from the glorious past of architecture, our own Puabic tile, and the artwork, our collection, and also looking into the future, what we can do to continue the cultural heritage like Detroit has, the music, the Motown, and, the jazz. And we have so many fabulous local young artists we want to support.
Now, with the first night, the 29th,
29th. Yeah.
Do you have the band that's coming, a trio that's coming?
Yeah, the president of the jazz station, Roger, he's the one putting up the show. I am just the one looking forward to see what they brought to the house.
Oh, okay.
I'm working with all kinds of artistic organizations and music institutions, including DIA and DSO to bring their music program to the house.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, that is wonderful.
So now, if I go to Detroit Jazz Station, I Google that, that will give like a schedule of all the events that are upcoming?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, great.
Also, Motown alumni and their activities with the Stern House. Stern House is really a stage for a lot of good things to happen, for private events, celebrations, for corporate retreat and work buildings, and also for local art group, art institution to have their events here.
I understand. Wow, that's amazing.
And I hope that you all have had a chance to, and our engineer will continue to show them throughout our interview, to be able to look at the quality of everything. And as our guest, Rachel Mitchell, has said, one of the things I noticed that, as you mentioned yourself, it's like a living piece of art, and everything there's antique. And as I looked at the pictures, trying to divide myself between the pictures and the interview, and I'm just looking at how everything is laid out. It's a very inviting, a very welcoming atmosphere, and I could just see a person, particularly myself and my lady friend, to just come there and to be able to relax in an atmosphere like that and to really enjoy what's going on. But now I was going to ask, like with the jazz nights, because you did mention having a chef. Now, I don't know if he's exclusive just to the bed and breakfast people, or will there be refreshments that people can purchase during these music nights?
Yes, there will be cocktails to order, and also pop food to order.
Okay, great. Got to eat, got to drink.
Yeah, that's part of the fun, right?
Now, the dance lessons you mentioned earlier, is there a phone number to call if someone wants to, I guess, sign up or would you share that?
Yeah, this is the same phone number by text or by phone call. You can sign up for private dance lessons and dance parties. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And for you all, the number is area code 313-942-7919. Again, that's area code 313-942-7919. And I want to repeat the website as well. That's www.frederickstern, that's STEARN.com. Again, that's www.frederickstern, Stearns with an S?
Yes, with an S, yeah.
My apologies. Frederick Stearns, STEARNS.com, and you'll be able to get a lot of information from that. And also you can Google Detroit Jazz Station, and this will give you the schedule as well. And I have to say myself, having been in construction, as I mentioned, I love riding through areas like Indian Village. I used to live a few streets from Indian Village. We didn't make the big time, but we were right in the neighborhood where we could ride our bikes there. And just being in Indian Village is a wonderful experience as well because of its historic designation. And I mean, it's made the National Register, so everyone's familiar. And as you know, many of you know, who have passed through there, Iroquois, Seminole, and some of the other streets are actually actual Indian tribe or Native American tribe names. So as you look at the pictures that are on the screen now, you can see that the atmosphere, I mean, you just can't beat it. You just can't beat it. And I noticed that while looking at the pictures, there's a large marquee in front of the Frederick Stearns home, so you can't miss it because the marquee is large enough to pinpoint where you're going. And just look forward to being, and I'm just going to say this for myself, being within the city but feeling like you're in a whole nother atmosphere or land. It's almost like a fantasy. So I would encourage you all, and then the other things that our guests mentioned about bed and breakfast, you may just want to spend the weekend there. You can be close to home, but a million miles away at the same time. And I like the idea that you said that the food could be either breakfast or it could be a la carte. Just get what you want and go back to your room or something, or go to one of the, because I saw a patio on there, I believe, correct?
Yeah, we have a courtyard, and you can just relax in the courtyard, and we have an outdoor patio, and the whole garden is redone. It's really fabulous. In summer, have all kinds of flowers. And another thing I had to mention, in West Village, Indian Village area, there's some really good restaurant, like Merrill's is renowned for its food and a famous chef. And also we have Metropolitan Bar and Grill, also another good eat. And there's a bunch of other bakeries and small restaurants. And it's very nice to take a stroll through Indian Village to look at those beautiful historical homes. And when you come to Indian Village, you feel like you have gone a trip to Europe, with the broader street, old European-style homes. And my guest told me, I feel like, it doesn't feel like in Detroit. I said, yes, that's the whole purpose. I want you take you somewhere with all those historical architecture and paintings, the atmosphere, the ambience. You've really come to Detroit. A lot of my guests don't even have a suitcase, They came in, spent the night, and went to a nearby restaurant, and I'll go to a concert. But they felt they have been somewhere, being away. Sometimes, we all have a desire to go away for a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, now you can come stay with us, spend a night or two, and visit some nearby attractions. We have beautiful places like Bar Isle, and we have a fabulous museum like DIA. I'll come for a concert in DSO or visit the Pewabic Tile nearby.
Yeah, because I believe that's at Jefferson and the Boulevard, the Pewabic, or no, it's a street or so from the Boulevard, but I've been by Pewabic Tile as well.
It's right by us, and Bar Isle is a mile away, so we are really close to everywhere.
And and one of the things I like about it also is that, as you said, you can leave the Frederick Stearns house and it's within walking distance of so many other restaurants and things that you can enjoy. Because I used to, again, live near that area, and I used to deliver newspapers over on the Boulevard right in the area too, when I was in my teenage years. So, like I said, I have a very personal connection with that area, and just to be able to see it as you and your husband have redesigned. Now, let me ask you, did you and your husband come up with all the ideas, or did you have like other people who came in and suggested different things that you added as touches to the Frederick Stearns house?
Yeah, so I'm also the owner of Rachel's Home and Garden. I'm a residential builder and also an interior designer and landscape designer. So my business, Rachel's Home and Garden, based in Troy, Michigan. So during this restoration process, my husband and I led the team. So I'm the builder and the interior designer, and also the landscape designer. And my husband handled with all the permits, paying the subcontractors and my own employees. And I think the whole building came to what it is now because it's designed by one person. So you can see it's 16,000 square feet.
I was going to ask that.
It's huge. Huge. Have 4 levels, from basement to ground level and to second floor and third floor. So the second floor and third floor are largely bedrooms.
Okay.
And we have 9 bedrooms on second, totally between second floor and third floor. But the ground floor.
And what I liked also is she said, and I want to emphasize this to the people who are listening, that all the rooms are king-size beds.
And with jacuzzi tub.
Oh,
and the rain shower. Yes, and a fireplace. Yeah,
all the bedrooms have a fireplace and a jacuzzi.
And there's 9 bedrooms, 6 of them have fireplaces. Yeah, with Pewabic tile, and how do you say? 9 of the rooms all have a rain shower, but 7 of them have tubs, jacuzzi tubs.
Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
Now the fact that it was built in 1902.
Yeah, it was built in 1902. It has been over 120 years old.
Right. So it would have to have had fireplaces. You know,
all the fireplaces are
the,
working
for the heat. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful.
Now we have like maybe 2 or 3 minutes left in the show, but I wanted to ask because a buddy of mine used to stay in a carriage house. Does the Frederick Stearns home have a carriage house? I know all of the homes don't, but I'm just curious.
No, Frederick Stearns house doesn't have a carriage home. But imagine the house built 120 years ago, and on Jackson Avenue, the Indian Village Manor was not there yet, so you can see all the way to the river.
Wow.
And back then there was not too many houses there. There's 16,000 square feet mansion, see right there.
So now, Stearns had help, butlers and cooks and all of that.
I'm sure.
So
Such
as you
a large
check that
house,
history.
Yeah, they probably have multiple servants that
that.
lived on the third floor. Yeah.
Oh, you have a third floor. Oh,
yeah, the third floor back then probably the servant quarter. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, now as we close out, you said that Frederick Stearns was an architect also?
No, he was an entrepreneur in pharmaceutical company.
Okay.
Medicine. Okay. Wow. So what we want to do is make sure, coming to the end, that people have the email and the phone number.
Okay. The website that you can visit is www.frederickstearns with an S, STEARNS.com. Again, that's www.frederickstearns with an S.com. And you can also call area code 313-942-7919. Again, that's 313-942-7919. And in addition, you can also go to, if you Google this, Detroit Jazz Station, it will give you a schedule of the various events that are held there. And I can tell you, I don't know if I'll see you in attendance, but if you go there, you'll see me in attendance for sure.
And also for a tour, you are available.
Yeah, I'm available for a tour. And my ballroom dancing instructor, Luis, will be available for private ballroom dance lessons.
Okay. Right, and the same phone number
in the phone number, yeah.
Okay. All right, we want that.
Okay, we're past the last minute.
I mean, time flies when you're learning about wonderful stuff. I want to thank you for being with us today and all of the information that you bring, and that also has a lot of class and ambiance for the city of Detroit. We are glad to know that.
Yeah, thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Oh, absolutely. And for those of you who have tuned in today, thank you so much for being tuned into Feedback, a positive image production by Hood Research. And know that we always say it's not necessary for you to know everything. What is necessary is for you to know how to find what you need when you need it. And you see what we have found? A beautiful, beautiful Stearns home. And right here in the city of Detroit. If you want to call Hood Research, the number is area code 248-234-2371. Again, the telephone number is area code 248-234-2371. If you would like to email us, the email is contact@hoodresearch.org. That's CONTACT, little at symbol, HOODRESEARCH.org. That is the email for Hood Research. And we wish that you would tune in again next Monday at 9 a.m. But in the meantime, we have a conference call on Saturdays from 3 p.m. until 6. And if you have pen and paper handy, I will give you the number and the access code. The number is 1-978-990-5000. Again, it's 1-978-990-5000. It rings one time, at which point you put in the access code. The access code is 338729. Then you press the pound key and you'll hear us talking. The access code again is 338729. Press the pound key and we'll be there waiting for you. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and we look forward to you being with us next Monday, 9 a.m. right here on WHPR. Peace. Feedback. Hi, this is Theo Broughton.
And I am Thabiti Mpinga.
Inviting you to join us each Monday at 9 a.m. for Feedback,
a positive image production by Hood Research.
Encourage others to tune in each Monday on
Comcast Detroit, Roku, Amazon Fire TV. Watch WHPR TV Network anywhere.
And take us along with you. Feedback.